Well, obviously, the New York Stock Exchange is in the process of upgrading its technology. That was one of Intercontinental Exchange's priorities when they took over the company, and that's ongoing. So we still haven't gotten sort of the full autopsy of what happened, but obviously it's clear that there was a connection issue with one of the computers, and the best option, as Tom Farley said yesterday on TV here, was to just stop trading on the NYSE for 3.5 hours.
What's the bigger story here? As they upgrade, is that to keep up with high-speed trading? Are they trying to adapt to a trend?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, all the exchanges have moved in that direction, and they're trying to, catch up with their big competitors, BATS and NASDAQ and everyone.
Yeah, Michael, the great essay, I urge everyone to read it. I put it out on social. Matt Levine, with his usual, the ball very much over the outfield wall. When a major financial utility, a major airline, a major newspaper, and a major zero hedge all shut down due to a computer problem, I, for one, stock up on canned goods and ammunition. I thought of you guys in the Nick Baker Memorial Fallout Shelter under your equity desk. Forget about all the drama, and Stephanie's down there talking to people in that. Does any of this matter? Are you following a museum?
Well, in this specific case, as Tom Farley said, his priority was to do no harm, and it seems like they accomplished that.
Yes.
I look back to some of the heyday of the computer glitches in 2012 when NASDAQ couldn't get Facebook's IPO trading. Knight Capital blew up. BATS couldn't get their IPO trading. Those were cases where there were clear victims. People lost money. In this case, it's not clear that anyone lost any money. I compare, I'll show my suburban roots here, but I compare it to going to the mall and going to the food court, and there's 12 restaurants. They all serve the same thing. One of them happens to be closed. No one
Where
cares.
is the New York Stock Exchange in 5 years? And I say that with great respect. Chris Grisanti, jump in here with Grisanti Capital Management. Where is this museum in 5 years?
The problem, Tom, is that they're in a Hobson's choice. If nobody lost any money, that means they don't matter. Their systems can go down and it doesn't matter.
Yesterday? You're the pro here, Michael Regan. What did you learn yesterday about this museum?
The museum?
It's a TV set.
Yeah. Well, the floor obviously is. The New York, I mean, they are still one of the major players in it. The market share is obviously fragmented.
13%.
Right. So, spread among 11 exchanges, that's still a leadership role. So they're still important. Obviously, what we think of as the big board, the guys on the floor, are much less important. They're trading on handhelds, and,
I mean, it's not exactly a commodity at this point. Exchanges haven't become a commodity. But did this materially impact the exchange in terms of earnings? Will we see an impact from yesterday?
That's a good question. And obviously, what is 4 hours worth of trading worth? It's a tiny little bit. But the question is the costs. Did they incur a lot of costs?
Chris, does this change the image
and the reputation?
Sure. Bring the lens back and forget about the half day's profit. Think about the headline being, hey, New York Stock Exchange down for half a day, and it didn't matter.
Yeah, but Vonnie, I mean, Duncan Niederauer would have been down there with his elbows out, this, we're here. Look at the photos yesterday. You had those photos, Brendan, of the NYSE? It was empty. You could have run a bowling ball.
Yeah, we were looking for the photos of, the classic photos of traders with their head in their hands. We didn't get them. We got the traders not there.
Right. And
technological progress,
obviously the sort of customer loyalty is taken out of the equation. You trade where the best execution is going to be. You send an order to a broker. It gets sent to an exchange, but that exchange, by rule, has to send it to whatever exchange has the best offer on the books. That's the nature of trading these days. So yesterday, it was just a matter of taking the NYSE out of that equation and just continuing along without them.
Exchanges outside of New York City, are they taking more share?
The share has, again, it's fragmented. BATS has been the big upstart over the last decade, and since they merged with Direct Edge, they are the biggest growing force. NASDAQ,
how much do they do versus the 13% of the NYSE?
They're all right. NASDAQ, BATS, and NYSE are all jockeying for sort of a leadership around 14.
Did you go into the fallout, the official Bloomberg equity fallout shelter yesterday?
Yeah, me and Nick were cuddled up.
We're down.